Hey guys, how's it going? I just passed the FTMO challenge. For my challenge, I did the $100,000 challenge, so now I'll be able to trade with $100,000 in the account and keep 70% of the profits I make on each trade. And that's how FTMO works. So if you pass their challenge, they let you trade with the capital that you set. So you can trade from $10,000 accounts to up to $200,000. I passed the challenge within 10 days, and that's one of the objectives, and the max daily loss can't go over 5% each day, and the max daily loss for me was $3,800. The max loss can't be over 10%, which is $10,000, and I reached the profit target, which is making 10% on your challenge, which was $10,481 for me. I did about 93 trades during the challenge, and my average profit was $616, while my average loss was $484. And the reason why my average loss was so high was because I was doing pretty high lot sizes in the beginning because I wanted to get the challenge over with, but I learned my lesson there, so I just had to go slower and more steadier on my trades. Which shows right here. I wasn't really doing well in the beginning. I lost up to fourth. I almost lost the challenge because I went almost to the max daily loss. But then after that, I did some good trades and I made $5,000 in one trade, I think. And then after I got overconfident, I lost a lot right here. I think I lost like $5,000 within a few trades. But my big trade that made me win the challenge was being more patient and buying trades on the 4-hour and one on the hourly time frame, and I'll show you details on that in my next clip. But the big trade for me was making $12,000 or $13,000 in one trade, which was longing pound yen with 20 lots total. So I bought 20 lots long on pound yen, and I'll show you details on how I did that through my technical analysis in the next clip. So this was the trade that I make on the FTMO challenge that made me pass the challenge, and I bought right here around the 149.916 levels. The reason why I bought here was because I use this indicator called ChartZip 2, which you can get on chartzip.net, like www.chartzip.net. It comes with a package of all these indicators, which is perfect because it also shows support and resistances. And I'll show more details on that. I'll show tops and bottoms, and it'll send signals on like where to long and short through the trend direction. But I use this indicator for my confirmation on when to long, usually. But I use all of these for extra signals. But I longed right here, and the reason why I longed here is because ChartZip 2 shows bullish divergences, and it will create this line for you whenever there's a bullish divergence, which is an indicator that the price will pump up pretty good. I usually buy on those, and then I bought right here, and then I exited right over here, so I made a $13,000 profit on my FTMO challenge trade. ChartZip also comes with drifts, which is a really good one because it shows overbought and oversold levels, and it shows like when the price is overbought or oversold, and it'll also show the trend direction. So whenever it's red, it means it's going down, and whenever the line is green, it's going up. And you can set buy signals and sell signals on here. I have it set to overbought, oversold only, so that's why there's only a green cross right here. Otherwise there'll be a signal right here, 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 and here. But I just set it as that setting, but you can change the settings if you go right here. OB, OS, or OS only, and you can also turn on bullish divergences and bearish divergences on the indicator. So we'll track that because there's a bullish divergence right here, which is an extra signal. That means you should buy right here. And it actually did go up. And ChartZip also comes with swings, ChartZip swings, which is a really good indicator because it's a average of multiple oscillators like RSI, stochastic RSI, MFI, and other indicators. A lot more other indicators as well. And it gives you an average on whenever it's overbought and oversold. So if it's under 0, that means it's oversold. And if it's over 0, it means it's overbought. So it kind of works just like ChartZip too. So like whenever there's like a hump that's smaller than the last hump, like like how this hump is a little bit smaller or higher up than this hump, and there's a green cross, that's a really good signal. That means like the price is about to shoot up. You can also do that for shorting too. I would have shorted here, but it wouldn't have been a good signal because or it did actually go down, so I would have shorted here and would exit right here. ChartZip 2 also signals stochastic RSI and RSI right here, so you don't need to have so many indicators. This has multiple indicators all in one indicator, so that's why this is a really good tool, because it has everything you need to know in one place, so you don't need to have like other indicators like blocking your chart. This red and green wave shows the money flow index, which is really important indicator because it's basically RSI, which is a really strong indicator, but it's RSI plus volume, and volume is a really strong indicator because like without volume, then you don't know if the price is actually going to pump up. So if it's in the red, it means the MFI is in the oversold region, and if the MFI is going up to the green, that's bullish. So like you kind of want to buy when the MFI levels is in the red, but it's going up, like which is right over here. I would have bought right here, and I would have sold right here at this green cross. And it works for all time frames too. You can set up alerts on each of those indicators, like for short, long, simple, like this one. It has it tells you signals, but I like using this as well as that because sometimes this can over signal, because like right here it'll say short, long, short. So to like help determine like which signals to choose, you kind of want to use these two to get like all of these together and analyze your own trade so that you know how long to hold the trade to maximize profits. So that's why I think this indicator package is really good. I'll send you can check out chartzip.net. I'll put a link in the bio. Yeah, that pretty much covers it. ChartZip swings is a really good one. Like I described earlier, whenever there's a green flag, that means there's a bullish divergence. And whenever there's a pink flag or red flag, it means a bearish divergence. So you would have shorted right here, and you would have made profits off this whole trade right here. And then you could have bought back right here and then make money again. So like you're just riding the waves, baby. You're riding the waves with this indicator. Like this indicator package is really good. Like that's how I passed the challenge. If I didn't use these indicators, I wouldn't know when to buy or sell or short or long. Like that's what I like about shorting, because you can make money on the downtrend, and then for longing you want to make money on the uptrend too. So that's why I think this is a really good tool. So we can analyze more of this chart together. Yeah, so whenever it has I usually don't I would have shorted right here, but I would have played with this. Like whenever it does these wicks like that, you don't want to buy or short, because forex is kind of different. Like you kind of want to trade when the forex market's really when there's a lot of volume. And the reason why it's been doing these wicks right here was because it was the London session was over and the USA session was dwindling down. So it was like 11 a.m. So you don't want to trade during this time. I only trade during the London sessions, which is 12 a.m. for me. But yeah, during the London session hours for forex. Well, yeah, let's check out this trade right here. I would have traded right here because of London session open, and plus it's pound, so there's probably a lot of volume coming in. Yeah, the MFI was going up, so I would have bought right here. Made a big profit off this trade, but I didn't trade this. Unfortunately, I was trading other pairs at the time. Yeah, and then see, that's what's cool about this, because so whenever there's see how this this hump is smaller than that hump, that's a bearish divergence. So I probably would have shorted here, but I most likely would have shorted right here, because this gives me more accurate signals. Like whenever there's a smaller hump that whenever the current hump you're in is smaller than the last hump, and there's a red cross, whenever there's a cross on the same side. So for humps on the top, I usually look for shorts, and for humps on the bottom, I look for longs, because if the hump is in the bottom section under 0, that means it's oversold, and if it's over 0, like I said earlier, it's overbought. So I'm looking for shorts if the humps are in the top range. So for here, I would have shorted right here. I would have covered right around here. So I would have made a good profit around here. I would have longed right here, because look, this hump is smaller than that hump. This hump, yeah, see? That would have been a bullish divergence. Sometimes this indicator tracks divergences for you, but sometimes you gotta analyze it your own, which is why I'm trying to explain here on how to use it. So I would have longed right here, and see, look, you would have made that big profit move. That would have been a big wave. Plus this indicator also, extra confirmation long, extra confirmation right here, extra confirmation here. So that's why this whole ChartZip is a really good package for you. Like, this is all you need for trading, honestly, because it has everything you need. Plus it also comes with this support resistance indicator. I'll show more details on that on the 4-hour chart. It shows tops and bottoms, so you can see right here this blue line. It's hard to see on screen on the record, but it'll track bottoms and tops. Like, it'll draw trend lines for you on where the next bottom should be. See, look, it usually follows it. So like whenever it passes, so whenever it goes over the trend line, that means it's bullish. So I probably would look for a long right here. Wait for the. Yeah, I would have probably wait. Since I'm on the 4-hour chart, I'd probably look for a long on the 30-minute chart to find a good entry. So it's probably gonna go down a bit and go back up. So yeah. If you guys want access to my indicator package, just go on chartzip.net and I'll show you links in the description. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, so these indicators work for tradingview.com, so it works for like almost like every pair. Like if you're whether you're trading forex, cryptocurrency, stocks, futures, it has almost everything, like from all around the world. So like you can trade anything basically. So yeah, here's all you can use this indicator for every pair that you're on your watch list, like whether you're trading Apple or Tesla. And what's cool about these indicators, you can set up alerts or alarms on every indicator, like ChartZip top and bottom. You can set up an alert right here. So bottom broken or top broken. Or you can set up alert for short, long, simple, long alarm or short alarm. And what's cool is you can set up an alert so that it'll text you on your phone and to play a sound on your computer, so you never miss a signal. And you can set it for any time frame. So whether you're on the 4-hour chart, you just set an alert on your 4-hour chart, or if you want to get alerts on your 30-minute chart, so every signal right here or every signal right here, you can set up alert on your 30-minute chart. So for ChartZip too, you can set up alerts on like certain things. So if you wanted like only alerts on like certain like attributes, like for these green dots, the bigger green dot right here means that there's like a divergence. So I can do long cross on hump. That's the indicator, yeah. Or a large cross on humps. So yeah, or you can set up alerts right here too. Oops. H long cross, H short cross, long cross, short cross. You can set on anything.